Greetings and welcome, guys. Good to have you back for another episode of Bloodborne Exsanguination. Now we're going to tackle one of the hardest bosses in Bloodborne, Gravity. Always fun. Okay. So this place has a few items you can get. And also, I don't know if you can make it out, but there is a door down below us. Quite a whiles away. There is a jump you can make if you just sort of aim for these ropes and head off. Arguably it is probably the easier jump, but I'm going to show you one that I think is the intended way of doing it, and a little, can't say safer, but you'll take less damage from it. So we're going to drop down here, and then come back over this way, drop down here, come back along here, and just walk off this way, get the messenger top hat, just another messenger accessory, and then you see here, or was it, wait, did I miss it? I think I might have missed it. Or maybe not. I might have missed it. Is it? How did I? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out how the hell I did this before. Okay, well, we'll just head down to the bottom. Deal with whatever is making that noise. Drop down right on this item. Some more Madman's Knowledge. And then if you just stand right about where you get the item, and then step off this way, fall around right here. Heal back up. I don't know if you can see him down there, but there's a creature. So just walk off here onto this pile of rubble. Sadly, we woke him up. So this will be a bit of a hard fight. Heal back up here. This is actually a unique enemy. This is not a werewolf. Oh, that was dangerous. But he's not too hard with the rifle spear. He gives us another rune. Yeah, he's not a werewolf enemy. Well, not fully. He has these strange horns. And as far as I know, this is the only place you fight him in the entire game. Or at least the main game. Might be you face him in a few chalice dungeons. Not sure. But yeah, he's the one guarding this door. Or maybe he was locked in here. And as we open it, come out here. And I will go back and show you how to get to that door, or the way I found to get to it, because I haven't seen anyone else do it that way. But here we see an incense burner and a light under a doorway.
A night of curses. A night to remember. Will you say, friend?
So that person's having a pretty good time, as evidenced by some of these. Okay, so coming down this road, you see an alleyway to our left. We're going to go ahead and take that. And be wary of that item. As you can see, this crow lying in wait to mess your face up. Or, you know, just let him mess your face up too. It's all fine. Here we get this item, a rumpled Yarnum hat and some sweaty clothes. Just what you've always wanted. Common Yarnum clothing, well worn and damp with sweat. Here we get the rumpled Yarnum hat, common Yarnum hat, well worn and losing its shape. Let's throw those on. Yeah, nothing to write home about. Back to our hunter garb. And over here, there's a dog waiting around this corner. Let's see if we can aggro him without getting murdered. And here we see an enemy, a new enemy that we haven't seen before. He's I call them the Bagmen, but I think they're Yarhagul kidnappers. Well, it's a more descriptive name of them. So we're gonna see if we can get his attention. They do have a bit of, I don't know if it's magic, but some sort of magical abilities. But if we can just hit him with our charge attack, he'll go super mode and become much more aggressive and fast. But you can get the parry. They do still have a ton of health, so be careful. And they do not like just kicked me in the face there for a ton of damage. You do not, well, it's okay to die to these guys, but I would prefer not to right now. That was... Alright. We're just gonna back up here, because that was scary as hell. Alright, bad guy is dead. We got him. Oh my god. This is why you do not want to get outnumbered in Bloodborne. Especially when you're fighting a new and difficult enemy. Ugh. And of course, hey, what's up guys? You want a piece of the party too? No, don't even care. Don't even care about that. Alright, so when things go bad, I'm just gonna adjust this again because, I don't know, sometimes the game just gets so dark. Of course I'm playing it on a bright sunny day and my shades aren't doing the greatest job, so it's maybe a little harder for me to see than you, but please bear with me. So yeah, the bad guy, we killed him, dropped us a few shards, not too bad. Used up a ton of blood vials killing him, but it's all good. If you manage to kill him faster than I was able to, you'll hopefully not attract the attention of the hunters roaming around these streets. Never noticed that sign before. I don't know exactly what it's of. Here we see people in sort of jubilation, adoration. Not like those other statues of the people in sort of mourning. But we'll come through here. Back here is the elevator out of this place and further on into the level. We'll take that in just a moment. But we'll be fighting another hard enemy up here. Hopefully it will give me less trouble than the Bagman. But we can also get the drop on him. And hit him with a charge attack. And then the backstab. These guys pretty dangerous. They are also pretty resistant to physical attacks that are not piercing, not like the spear or anything. If you're having trouble with them, fire is good. Hit them with a torch or some Molotovs. They'll do the trick. He's guarding some fire blood gemstones and some quicksilver bullets he held. These runes. Oh, actually got temper. Interesting. The fire blood gemstones, they basically, if you socket them in a weapon with a crescent-shaped socket, they will change the weapon's damage type to fire. And after they change the weapon's damage type to fire, it will start scaling with arcane. So if I were to put that in my, I guess I can't put it in the rifle spear, but in the saw spear, if I had unlocked that third slot and put it in, it would lose all of its physical attack and gain all of its, and instead gain it all as fire damage. And that fire damage would scale with the attribute bonus of arcane, which is the star symbol down there. And you see it scales with D. Now that D scaling in arcane does nothing unless you put in one of those gems. Or a gem that changes its damage type to one of the elemental types. So all weapons show an arcane scaling, but only take advantage of it with that. And also only that. So if you change it to fire, you will get no more scaling from your physical attributes like skill or strength. So now we came back over here, and we're going to take this elevator up. Alright. Come up here, grab some thick cold blood. And we're now in a new area. Let me see a ladder over to our left, but if we come over here to this switch, we can open up this gate, and you might recognize where we are. That guy's gonna go take a stroll. And we're just gonna sneak up on his friend here. Hit him with a charge attack. And we're gonna come down these stairs. Let's get this guy's attention. Wasn't too pleased with that. But luckily our rifle spear is a little quicker than his cane. This guy we're not even gonna mess around. Just gonna put him down. Just gonna wiggle around a bit. Oh, I forgot there's a Yargle Hunter here now, too. Please. Alright, let's see if I can... Alright, we got that. Let's see if I can... redeem myself on these guys. If you hit him with a parry, then circle around behind him. You can usually set up a backstab and... Oh, and he dropped a bolt paper. Very nice. And once you get that backstab and lower them below, I think it's like 75, 50% health, they'll try to power up. And powering up causes them to sort of stand still for a while. And allows you to get an easy, just chain backstabs on them. So we got some bolt paper. Let's take a look at that first, and then I forgot to look at some of the other things we picked up. So, bolt paper. Coarse paper that applies bolt to weapons when rubbed. Invented by Archibald, the infamous eccentric of the Healing Church Workshop, artificially recreates the blue sparks that are said to surround dark beasts. Unlike the other strange weapons created by Archibald, this one was favored by many hunters, in particular those who had even once laid eyes on a dark beast. So they're making reference to some sort of further beasts, some dark beasts, that we haven't heard from yet. But apparently this bolt paper is a byproduct of their study. Interesting. Okay. I think that's it for here. But we can also check out the Beast Rune. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. A transcription of the roar of a labyrinthian beast. The bearer of the Beast Rune has accentuated temporary transformation effects. Beast is one of the early Carol runes, as well as one of the first to be deemed forbidden. The discovery of blood entailed the discovery of undesirable beasts. Interesting. So the beasts came after the blood. It's very interesting, and you see its effect. It temporary boost to transform plus 20. Once again, beasthood and transformations and stuff is still not quite something I'm fully versed in. So we do have a fair amount of blood echoes, so I think it's okay to head back to the hunter stream, spend some of them, and also refill our blood vials and all that good stuff. So let's do that. Okay, so we're back here. We can also take this opportunity to see what we unlocked by getting the Radiant Sword Hunter badge. Doesn't look like anything to... Or fire paper, I'm not sure if that was there before. Bone Marrow Ash, I think that is new. Additional medium that strengthens Quicksilver bullets. According to the workshop, this is a special Bone Marrow Ash collected from Hemwick Charnel Lane. Invaluable to hunters with weak blood tinge who require the use of stronger firearms. So this stuff is really cool and potentially really powerful. Basically, you use this item and it greatly increases, I think it doubles the attack damage of your next Quicksilver bullet or firearm attack. And it can give you some crazy damage. Nothing new here. But here we see Ludwig's Holy Blade. This is definitely unlocked by getting the Radiant Sword Hunter badge, marking us as one of the successors of Ludwig, so it allows us to buy his sword. A trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. When transformed, it combines with its sheath to form a greatsword. The healing church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old Gehrman's techniques to provide hunters with the means to hunt more terrifying beasts, and perhaps things still worse. Interesting stuff. Also the fact that old Gehrman has been around for a very long time. Presumably longer than Ludwig, because, you know, if his sword's lying around, I don't think it bodes well for him. Is Gehrman around? No. Let's go see if he's in the garden. Doesn't look like it, but this is a good opportunity to deck out our messengers. You know, the Warren Messenger top hat, it's not really doing it for me anymore. Let's go with my personal favorite, the Urn Festival. Oh, they're so cute. I love it. Okay. Let's see. First off, I think we'll... Let's see. Rifle Spear. We need 3 Twin Blood Shards to get it to +4. Oof. This is a pain. Don't think we got any better blood gems. Nope. Okay, so yeah, let's just level up.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well, let me...
Alright, so we've got our 15 Arcane, which is where I sort of wanted to stop for Arcane on this build. So let's just upgrade our core stats here of Vitality and Endurance. Actually, I'll leave those at 15 for now. I think that's serviceable. And we'll start upgrading our skill a little bit more. Extra damage is always nice.
Farewell, may you find you.
Alright. And let's go back to the Cathedral Ward. Alright, so like I said, I still have a date with some rafters, so let's go try and get there. Also, I know I haven't showcased it yet, but you can use the rifle spear as a rifle when it's in its transform mode. As you can see here, with the blade at the top of the weapon, it is obstructing the barrel. So to transform it and hit L2, you can shoot it like a blunderbuss. Sort of shoots a spread of shells. But let's just go deal with this guy. He never learns. Just keeps spraying at that doorway. Alright, so we don't have to deal with these guys. We can just run right through. Drop down here. So now that I've spent those blood echoes, I'm not too afraid of losing any of them messing around with this stuff. So let me just try to remember how the hell I... Oh, it was up here. Right. It was this way. Just clear out these barrels here. So here's how I found my way over to that doorway way down there. I actually jumped from up here over to there, if you can believe it. I think. Did I? Hang on. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Might not be the most intelligent move, but... Alright guys, if I die here and I don't make it, there'll probably be a cut in the video, and I'll show the attempt where I actually do make it, or if I just get frustrated and give up, I'll just do it the way everyone else does it, and sort of just jump off and aim for those ropes and all that stuff. So, wish me luck. Well. Didn't make it. Surprise, surprise. That was terrible. Oh, baby, a triple. Just go over here. And walk out here. Drop down there. Drop down one more time. Oof. And we did it. It's a very hard to reach area. Let's go check it out. Abandoned old workshop. Looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? And here, instead of a fountain or a bath, is a chest. Bunch of doll equipment. A discarded doll's hat, likely a spare for dress-up. A deep love for the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article and the care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warmth. I think that's the description for everything. Yep. Interesting. Interesting. Strange doll. And here, see a lamp. And something in here. Small hair ornament. It's not in here. It's in the key items, apparently. A small, very ordinary hair ornament. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see signs of the care with which this tasteful ornament was once kept. Its color would stand out most brilliantly against a head of grayish hair. And I think we only know one person with gray hair. But let's just light this. What's this? An abandoned doll. Is it just a doll this time? We come out here and we see the grave the doll was standing next to. Back in the dream, that is. An old hunter bone. Old hunter bone. The bone of an old hunter whose name was lost. It is said that he was an apprentice to old Gehrman and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that hunters, carriers of the torch who are sustained by the dream, would tease an old art from his remains. Interesting. Carriers of the torch who are sustained by the dream. That's interesting. Like, what torch are we carrying? I guess the torch of Gehrman? The first hunters carrying on their traditions? Interesting stuff. And also interesting that we find it by the grave that the doll seems so fond of. And here we have an item on this altar. 1/3 of umbilical cord. Very odd item indeed, but here's where things start to get interesting. 1/3 of umbilical cord. A great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. A great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. They used to gain insight and, so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. Very, very interesting and a very disgusting looking item. But the third umbilical cord... The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. So this is what sort of, at least we're led to believe, started it all. That sort of, or that's a piece of what started the hunter's dream, beckoned them, and then created this whole thing. So as we can see, this workshop is abandoned. Nothing going on here, but the one in the dream, it's full of books, full of knowledge. It's got the workshop tools and everything. Interesting stuff. So let's go visit that one. And here we see the doll. Seems to be napping.
Welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
Let's see how she responds to this.
What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel. A yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
Tearstone.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Over time, countless hunters have visited this dream. The graves here, it all. Farewell,
Nothing new
good
she talks
maid.
about, but we get this blood gem. Or is it? Oh, no, we have to use it first. Tearstone. Silver shining tearstone. Used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. A doll sheds neither blood nor tears, and thus its nature remains unknown. Whoever thinks this is precious must be troubled by severe naivete. Interesting stuff. Is she a doll? Is she not a doll? If she sleeps within a dream, does she dream? Do dolls dream of porcelain sheep? All interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Let's go see if old Mr. G is out here. Doesn't look like it. But it does indeed seem like this place and the doll even have sort of precursors in the waking world, as they call them. Let's see. I don't think there's any harm in changing it into a blood gem, so we shall do just that. And as a blood gem, it gives us HP recovery. And it also is rating 8. Which is quite impressive, but I think a very good use for this gem, as I've seen other people use it, is to put it in your offhand to get some HP recovery. You know, I mean, like 12 plus 12% blood attack sounds good, but in reality it's only giving us 10 more damage, which on a bullet isn't that important, because usually you're not using your Quicksilver bullets to deal damage, you're using them to counter and riposte. So some weird stuff going on here. Go back to the Cathedral Ward. Okay, now we're back in Cathedral Ward and we've opened up that gate. We can now explore these sort of higher reaches of the Cathedral Ward. Of course, we have to deal with these guys as we do it. Yeah, there's the bagman over there. I don't know how I aggroed him last time, but... just use our good old OP charge attack. And we'll just use our spacing to the advantage there. Go up here first. Coming up here can help you clear out the area and make it a little easier to go through. Over here and get some thick cold blood before we mess with this nasty looking guy with the scythe. Damn. Missed that. Didn't miss that though. Let's not tangle with all those guys at once, if we can help it. Oh, come on, dude. Can't even fit down here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let your other guys come out to play. I forgot. Oh, well. Didn't expect that guy to do a follow-up. Keep in mind that the rifle spear is not as quick as the hunter's pistol if you're trying to use it for parrying. Come out here, get some blood vials. Come over here, deal with this guy. Looks to be armed with, I think that's the repeating pistol. Oh well, got some bullets from him. And whoa, it's a pretty quick recovery you had there, buddy. Well, it's not a good place to be standing. Hit him with a charge attack. That attack has incredible sort of sweeping potential, so be very cautious when you're dealing with this guy. Oh, we got him. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. We'll just come through here, stock up on blood vials. And I think there's an item here. Nope. Must be lower. Okay. Take care of this guy. Can't quite two-shot these guys anymore. Enemies, even though they might appear the same, do gain slightly in their defense and strength departments as you go throughout the game. So don't underestimate an enemy just because you've fought him, or so you think you fought him 100 times before. Here we see another lever and another gate. This will allow us into this courtyard that we saw from the rooftop near that elevator. Back up these stairs leads to a few other areas and also the Cathedral, which we will be going to a little bit later. And here we see these big guys. Some madman's knowledge. I'd rather not try to aggro both of them if I can help it. Let's make sure this guy's getting angry. Seems to be pretty confused about our strafing technique. Need to give us a bloodstone shard. Not too shabby. Some more madman's knowledge. Now we've got this guy to deal with. There. His rare double attack. As long as we keep just chipping away at him, there's not a lot he can do. Okay. Let me just lower the volume a little bit. Not too much. I did notice it was the game sounds were a bit low in the first few videos, so I don't want to lower it too much. Got some madman's knowledge. And now the courtyard's pretty quiet. See more of those statues raising their hands to the sky. Right there. And nope. Let's see if I can get a parry with the... Oh, this might be... I forgot he's armed with a fire spray as well. And his does a fair bit of damage. Not as much as my spear. And over here we've got an item. Some thick cold blood. Here, a third and final gate to open. This is actually the emblem gate. If you recall the Hunter's emblem, or the Chief Hunter's emblem from the Hunter's Dream at the store that we could buy, that would have opened this gate early. You don't even actually go to Old Yarnum and fight the Bloodstarved Beast. That is entirely optional. You can spend 10,000 echoes and buy the emblem and just come through here early and make your way to the Grand Cathedral. It's all up to you. I like going through Old Yarnum because I like the rifle spear, and you know, you get more echoes, you get more levels. It's less difficult in this area early on, I think. And here we have an asshole crow. Some more cold blood. And I see you, buddy. Let's see if I can get that parry. Yes, yes, here I am. I got it, but I also got hit. But that should prove that you can also use the rifle spear to counter. Can come in handy if you have it two-handed and you don't want to take the time to transform and take out your pistol. Definitely a cool weapon. Here we have some poison knives, also pretty terrific. If you've ever played a Souls game before or a FromSoft game, you know that poison can be very useful. And here we see an incense burner and another incense burner. Let's see what's going on.
You're not from around here, are you? Or an outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic idea. You what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from our castle.
Yeah, this guy's pretty nice.
Oh, enough of you. What, you think this is funny? Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast sons. Oh, enough with you already. Come on, just go with you.
Fine, I will go. Maybe this person's nicer.
Oh my, what a queer scent. I'll take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, and besides, this is no place for ladies. Wouldn't want to drag you down too.
So it's a little more on the nose if you're playing a male character, but this is a woman of the night, a prostitute.
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, aren't you, dear? Might you know of a safe place? The night is long and there's very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to.
Sure, there's plenty of incense at Odin Chapel.
Oh, thank you, dear. Perhaps I'll see you there.
Perhaps you will.
Oh, thank you. Perhaps I'll...
Alright, so guess she's off there. Also, these bottles. Are these blood? It's all blood. I think it might be. You know, in Yarnum, instead of the milkman, you've got the blood man. You anything?
What's this two-bit nonsense you're peddling? I heard you told that wench about some shelter. Well, she's a damn fool to trust an outsider. And why? Well, her sort's probably just fixing to feed some of your coin.
This guy is not very nice.
Alright. What crafty lies does the outsider have today? You think I'm an easy mark? Yeah? Well, give me your best shot.
Alright, buddy. I know a safe place. How about the clinic?
Yeah, sorry. Too sharp for that bollocks. I know a superstition when I hear one. Outsiders. Even their lies are predictable. What? Still preying on folks with your book of lies? Yeah, fine. Come on, show me what you got. Tell me about your little safe place.
Telling you, the clinic.
Yeah, sorry. Too sharp for that bollocks. I know a superstition when I hear one. Outsiders. Even their lot.
Fine, bro. Have fun at the clinic. Some people. I see you there. Yep. This place is murky and dark, so be very careful of people who seem dead like that guy. He's just taking a nap. Oh. It's got a long wind-up on it though, so have to be very conscientious of that. Definitely not easy. And this guy's sneaking up on us. Give us them bullets. Over here, we got some black church equipment. And if we read the info on this, attire of healing church hunters. The holy shawl, symbol of the healing church, flutters proudly on their backs. Most healing church hunters are elementary doctors who understand the importance of early prevention of the scourge, achieved by disposing of victims and even potential victims before signs of sickness manifest themselves. Their black attire is synonymous with fear and that peculiar Yarnum madness. White surgical gloves, the intricate embroidery weaves a spell that protects the wearer. The church engages in the hunt in a medical capacity. When a cancer is discovered, one must pinpoint its location, reach in, and wrench it from the host's bosom. I think that's the same. I think the hat is the same. Yeah. So these guys are nasty. They will come to your house, and if they think you're sick, well, that's the end of you. And they're also known, they have that telltale shawl, and they're known for the particular Yarnum madness. Not the nicest of folks. We'll stick with our hunter garb, thank you very much. But there is a door here. Oh, I forgot to pick up what this guy dropped. Some more shards, very useful. What's over here?
With the deepest gratitude for the church and all they do for us. Deepest, widest gratitude, yes. Yes.
I don't know what she's trying to insinuate.
Deep.
Well, she's got a lot of gratitude, apparently. Also, she's probably afraid of the church. Somebody's shooting at us.
Praise you. Praise the old damn church. And then the best of luck hunting. Best luck of all.
So that guy's drinking his night away. Don't blame him on this night. And we see a rifleman up there. Let's see if we can get through here. Oh. Oh, this is not good. I don't know what that guy was standing around for, but clearly didn't want none of this. Got some blood, some bullets, more bullets, and some shards, or a shard. Let's just top off here. Let me see this motherfucker. If you recall, this is that guy we ended up backstabbing at the bottom of Burden Chapel. Or at the bottom of the church workshop. Let's just grab this cold blood here. And we'll be back for that guy. Promise you that. First, don't think yeah, there's no items down here. Just double checking. Let's go in here. Nothing there. Okay. If we come over here, let's see. A watchman of Bergenworth guards the gate with a password, the sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral. Interesting. So if you recall, we learned from Alfred that Bergenworth was locked away by the church. It lies in the Forbidden Woods, and the gate is guarded with a password. And what this note is telling us is that the password is the sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral. So, I guess if we want to get to Bergenworth, we're first going to have to learn that password. And we will. First, we just come down here, grab this. Wow, 10 bullets. Not too shabby. And we'll just come back here, and this is at the foot of the staircase to the Grand Cathedral, where we were not too long ago. And now let's go deal with that strange creature over here. This guy is not nice. It's definitely not... Yeah, look at that face. Face only a mother could love. Come on out here, buddy. There, that's a good boy. These guys are not immune to fire, so it can become in very handy versus them. And this crow buddy. Get in and eat it too. He is guarding something very useful. It's a few twin bloodstone shards. Which are actually enough to get us to +4 on this rifle spear. Also get some coins from that guy. Let's see. I may as well come through here. Don't know if Alfred's out here yet. I don't think so. No, he doesn't move until we do something. Some tempering blood gemstones, very nice. An antidote. And down here, past all of these creepy statues, is a door.
The password.
Sadly, we don't know the password, but we learned where we might be able to learn it. In the Grand Cathedral. So let's head up that way. Okay, I thought that guy was alive somehow. That scared me a bit. Alright, let's go check out what's up here. Ah. Some more church hunters. These guys are wielding these sort of wooden creations. I think that's supposed to be the symbol of the church. They also that status effect up there is Frenzy. And Frenzy is probably the nastiest status effect in this game. If that bar fills up, you'll lose, I think it's like 75% of your max HP instantly. So it is very dangerous. It also continues to, the bar continues to fill even after you've gotten away from whatever is causing the frenzy in the first place. So it's a very nasty status effect. And a good way for dealing with these guys is to wait until they lower their little Y-shaped wooden implement. So here's the Grand Cathedral. We aren't going to mess with it just yet. But yeah, if you wait until they... This bell is doing something weird. If you wait until they lower their staff and start walking towards you, it's very easy to parry them. I think they can be parried in any part of that animation once they start charging towards you. Instead of going straight for the Grand Cathedral, I recommend coming over here and going over to this side area. Some bold hunter's marks, very nice. And you can actually see there's a sign up there. Kind of hard to see with the grass. But it says Hemwick. And that is where we'll be going next time. See you in the next episode, guys.